Dad made a P RNO about a blonde banker called Kelly, and it's all my friends can talk about at college. My dad isn't a writer, but he has always wanted to be one, so he started to work on a secret project. I had no idea what it was, but when I found out, I was both amused and totally mortified. I might as well come out and say it. My 60-year-old dad wrote a porno, and now he believes that he is not only a talented writer but an intimacy god. No one likes to think about their parents doing the deed. If anything, it makes you want to die inside. He could have written a romantic novel or a crime thriller, but no. My dad had to produce great expectations. To my mother's horror, the protagonist was the antithesis of her. When she read it, her biggest complaint was,
"But the lead doesn't sound or look like me, Alan."
I have never seen my dad grapple for a response so badly. His leading lady Kelly is a happy-go-lucky blonde with large assets and a feisty personality. She goes to the big city to make her fortune, and she does it, but that came at a price. I don't want to spoil the plot for you, but she ags her way through corporate sponsorship and promotions and essentially rises to power in a private equity firm. I don't know how she managed to keep up with her antics while studying, but apparently our Kelly can do it all and everyone around her. Once the script was ready, not only did he insist on us reading it, he also wanted to host a dramatic reading with our friends. Of course, we all said no. Dad, we don't need to share your sexual fantasies with our neighbors. Annoyingly, I studying literature at college, so I was strong-armed into reviewing draft 1. A bottle of wine down and I powered through the sordid tale, examining every illustrious action. Last week my dad asked me what I thought. So, what did you think? Not wanting to hurt his feelings, I said, "It is very intimate, Dad. I didn't know you had this within you," and to my horror, he replied with a giggle, "You know the scene in the elevator? When Kelly has intimacy with her PA." Slowly I nodded as his answer started to dawn on me. "That's how you were conceived." Mic drop. I struggled to put into words how much I wanted a lobotomy in that moment, perhaps even a meteorite or a plague of locusts to swoop down and end me. I gave him my notes, and told him that while I'm glad he got it out of his system, I thought it best for him to keep it under lock and key for the moment because he needed to develop Kelly's character arc more so the audience feel more invested in her abilities. I thought I had heard the end of it until last night. We were sat around the dinner table, and just as my mom was scooping potato onto our plates, he announced, "I've been speaking to a producer in Chicago, and they want to make great expectations." Cutlery dropped to the table, all eyes fixed on Dad. We sat still, noticing the excited look on his face. My poor and blindly supportive mom calmly said,
"Darling, that's wonderful, isn't it, boys?"
She kicked me under the table and I jumped to attention. "Yeah, nice work, Dad," looking at my brother's pale face, who nodded and murmured, "Now, everyone will know." Dad got up from the table. He could tell we were all trying to put on a brave face. We had hurt his feelings and it took a lot of coaxing to get him to sit back down at the table. He told us that filming starts next month and that he has begun to write the sequel, A Tale of Two CLTS. You know what the worst thing about this is? He published the first screenplay on his new blog site Naughty Alan, and now everyone at my college has read it and knows that I am his son. They have also assumed that I share his intimate tastes, and now the girl I have a crush on mocks me senselessly and has now developed a strange fascination with my dad. Awesome. My dad has worked in the finance district for years, and if this doesn't further sully the finance bro image, then I don't know what will. There is nothing wrong with engaging in or endorsing adult films. Hell, I used to watch them, but unsurprisingly now that's been ruined for me too. I have learned way too much about my dad in this process, my mom's intimate history, and now I may have no other choice but to consider celibacy. Look out for the filthy smut that is my dad's greatest creation, coming to an X-rated channel near you.